I'm specifically talking about the ways in which the forces that were in control have generated stories that have circulated through government legislation, through statistics, through news reporting, through legends that travel word of mouth, urban legends, through um, false Hollywood uh, creations of news and propaganda in areas around the world, and through um, paparazzi, through our politicians, through our Hollywood, uh, feeding you, and our TV shows feeding you narratives that they want people to believe and get behind. And when we add this weight to a story, and more people are adding weight, meaning attention, it starts to materialize that story into more dense creation. It's not just a story that comes and goes, it's something that gets anchored and grounded into reality, and and the more emotion that surrounds that story, it locks it in, like locks it into people's minds, and it locks it into people's bodies because we're reacting to these stories. And so a story that is manufactured and shared goes in the eyes and in the ears and is felt by the physical body, and then actually becomes a story that you've eaten, you've locked in to your body. And that is a way of mind control because it's gone in through the mind and now it's in the body. And it's very, very hard for our nervous system to discern what is true and correct and what was a story, because the mind imagines what that feels like. It imagines the sensation when we hear something of somebody in pain. Our bodies react as if it's our pain because we're all connected. So we are being bombarded with a lot of mind control noise, music, um, news, news reports, um, forecasting of, you know, political, even a political forecast of how it's going to be next year, you know, on the numbers and statistics and all this kind of thing. They're all programming you to eat this truth and make it real and add your energy to the creation of that. So you've heard predictive programming. It really is feeding you a story, and you eat it, and you embody it, and you create it more and more as a real creation. And so I want to give you the power of the right brain. The right brain, that was the left brain, by the way, that takes the information that it hears and it sees, and um, it internalizes it. It takes it deep in and it rationalizes it. Sometimes it overrides the rationalization and it just gets believed. It just gets digested, and it gets put into the left brain will, you know, put it into the structure that your mind understands this to be factual, you know, to believe those that are telling you the story, because why wouldn't they be telling the truth? Compliance, the left brain wants to comply. It wants to be conformed into right and wrong. It wants to do the right thing. It wants to feel safe by knowing information. The right brain is more connected to source, and it is actually where the power lies. It is the right and the left brain working together, but the right brain needs to be fully open to source, and that is your creative power that you came in as a beautiful child when everything was wonderful. It was full of wonder and awe-inspiring, awesome. It was all just amazing, your creation around you as a young baby. You see it, so you eat it and you digest it and you become it and you believe it as yourself, because a young baby believes everything that is outside of itself is itself. And it's actually that's the truth of this creation. We truly are all one, but the understanding of that is lost as we grow up and we disconnect and we have space between